Check my box, buddy. Look at him. You know, Amanda.
Are you green? Yeah, you're green.
You know, Amanda.
What, Randy?
Do you ever take the time? Remember, if you get on a certain person's level, you see the world in a different way.
Yeah.
Do you ever, like, oh, Ace here. I'm down on his level. Oh gosh, he almost kissed me. What are you doing? I'm on your level, buddy. What do you see down here? I see underneath the houses. Oh gosh, I see all kinds of stuff.
Oh wow.
He's laying on, look, he's so comfortable just laying on the concrete. Everybody spit on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, sneezed on the floor. Everything's bad down here.
Or is it bad? Maybe it ain't so bad.
Well, it's dirty. No, I didn't say it was bad. I said if somebody sneezed and spit on the floor.
Oh.
But I don't think about those things when I want to get on his level. You know what? I don't think about those things because I want to get to know him and what he's looking at. You know what?
Yeah?
So, that's a deep subject, isn't it?
Ooh, somebody said you're philosophizing
I'm also philosophating.
Philosophating.
Look at him. And you know what? He'd love on me just like he'd love on everybody. Mm-hmm. So it's not any,
No loyalty.
nothing. Well, you know what? He's loyal to everyone. How's that? Aren't you, buddy? I love everybody. Awesome.
Everybody's saying hello.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Social distancing, friend.
Yes. I have learned, I swear, I have learned, we're all so different, you know, but I have learned so much, I think, finally, in my life, how to be comfortable in so many different areas where I wasn't before. You know, when I was growing up, it was like comfortable. I swear, if I had to, I'd sleep on this floor tonight. I'm comfortable in a hotel that had beautiful big old pillows and a big soft bed. Mm-hmm. I'd probably sleep on the floor in there, but I'd go. Oh, look, what are you rolling your eyes for?
Why would you be on the floor if there's a bed?
But what I'm saying is I've learned to do that. And you know what? There's kind of a piece about that. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I think that, what are you pointing at?
Just in case we start losing signal over here.
Get away from that box, or to the box.
To the box, to the box.
To the box, to the box.
Just to not tempt fate.
Yeah. So in my design of these homes and how we're designing and then actually how we're building them, I've been really enlightened by people that has come here. Mm-hmm. Mostly builders that have come here. All right. We had opportunity today of Ron come in with his wife, and I think it was her brother or brother-in-law or something from Georgia, but they were from Sacramento, and they actually flew in to see him and come here, and he's a potential partner. It was awesome meeting another contractor from another part of the country. Yeah. They're able to see what we're doing and how we operate. Of course, Joe and Anthony are here from Portland, Oregon. Mm-hmm. And then we got Luke and Jarrett are from Twin Falls, Idaho. Mm-hmm. They're here working. And you can see they took on the house that started last week, and they're rolling with it.
This is the second week.
Spray foaming and going.
Great.
And what's really enlightening me is how homes are built and the men that are building them. Mm-hmm. You know, these guys have been building for years. They've been out looking. They've done a lot. You know what I was talking? And they run the roads. They work hard. You know, this is just a hard industry physically, and it's hard. You know, you got to work like so enormous hours. It's like to be self-employed, to be a carpenter out them doors and out in the real world. You got to run the roads. You got to look for jobs. You got to make calls in the evening when you get home. You got to take care of your money, your taxes. And then when you get paid a lump sum of money, it's so hard to take that 30% and put it away to pay your taxes at the end of the year because you're a 1099 guy. Mm-hmm. So they're always behind in their taxes because you know what? You got tools and you got a job that went sour and you got to add money here and you come up short. Now you got to have 15 grand to pay your taxes. You don't have it. You get an extension. You're late again the next year. Before you know it, you're 3 years out and you owe 20 grand to the government, and it just gets worse. It's hard. Then you got to get a truck. It breaks down. You need tools. Somebody robs you. It's just God. But there's a love of working with your hands, and there's a love of being able to do an industry. And I've done all that. You name it, I've done it. I've had trucks, I've had little cars, and I've never had a big fine truck and big stuff, but I've had to work on things in the middle of the night to get going for the next day. I've had to make calls. Holidays, Christmases, you name it. And I've done it all for some reason, even in the guys that I talk to who have been here from all over the country, we kind of have that camaraderie that they're the same way. They'll work through the night on the weekends. They've done it. They've busted their tail. They've been through it. And it's just, wow. And to think that this industry and the way we've organized this company can so alleviate all of those headaches for somebody who wants to do this for a living.
Right.
You know what? And I was thinking about it because if you do build some of our tiny homes, or you hear that you don't have to go looking for jobs. You know, we got our sales staff, we got our marketing, we've got our brand of who we are as a company, we got our prices down. All we need now is some financing, and then the world's gonna be coming beating on our door, right? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get you guys your homes built as fast as I possibly can. And training these men to be partnerships is how we want to take that on. If we can add more partners in your areas, it's going to help you get your homes faster, and it'll be, I just think it's going to be a great thing and great for the guys. They're looking so forward. I asked a guy today, Ron, he knew everything about Co-Construct. Mm-hmm. He uses Co-Construct, he had an app on his phone.
Oh, really?
He said it was great to keep track of the customers and the materials and takeoffs and everything, you know. And he knew a lot about it. Of course, we're just getting into it, but he was showing me how there's so much more to that software to keep us organized, to keep us going. I know the folks from Idaho, was it Clark and Pandy? Or Pandy. He just had knee surgery. He's what, 63, I think? And he's ready to come here. He said, I'll be there in about 2 or 3 weeks and we're ready to roll, you know? So when these guys are on this, they're being paid like they're a contractor. They're coming here. I talked to Javier. Javier's from Fresno. Mm-hmm. He's wanting to come here. He's going to send a guy to come here and learn how to do it, and a helper and stuff, you know? And anyway, I just wanted to tell you that when you think about these homes being built, I just want you to know the people that are interested in building these and the criteria that I want these men to have, it's got to be spot on because they represent us. And when you call us for something wrong with your house, we want to make sure we don't get those calls. Mm-hmm. And we can take care of things. Like the ladies living out here, there's a punch list that we have to do. Yeah. We got the houses out here, they're right here, we can do a punch list, but we knew they were going to live here and we could take care of a few things. But when these leave here or leave wherever they're at, they got to be spot on, right on. And the more of our designs and the software and the men and the communication and the IT communication with videos and all that, I'm excited about it. This is going to a place that is way better than I ever expected it could be with quality and stuff, you know?
It's better and better.
Yeah, yep. So with that said, like the guys here, they're 2 guys from Portland, and Joseph, his brother's here working with him now, but Joseph single-handedly is building this one. Bart's pretty much doing that. He has a helper. Yeah. Mike and the helper. They got Matt down there. They got Brett down there. And they are really impressed by our guys.
Really?
Yeah, they said, man, I can't believe. They said, you got some real talented, tough guys here. Mm-hmm. And the reason is because, you know, you're looking at what, up in the 90s today in the heat, building. We got some sun coming in. I probably get too many skylights in here, but because you can see the sun hitting me and it's hot even though during the day, but man, it's so beautiful during the winter time to have these skylights, you know. I wish I had a blind I could put on these, you know, just for now.
Put some,
sheets
up.
or something.
Yeah.
And we might do that next year,
shades.
get close to it. When it comes summer, we could put just a shade on that. But they were complimenting our men in what's going on. The guys from Portland, they're in their room and they're like, hey, they got air mattresses on the floor, one's up in the loft. It's a little bitty room. It's only 12 by 12.
Right.
You know, little kitchen, got a shower and a toilet. That's what it's like here. It's not fancy. It's a different breed of people that want to work in this heat, in the physicalness of it, to be able to not get your optimal, you know, place to lay down.
Sure.
And then perform at a maximum physically. So I'm realizing, I guess, how different we are and how different everything is here.
It's exciting.
Because people are coming from other parts of the country and they're bringing in their opinions of what we're doing. I don't see all this. I just go and build.
Well, and with what their experience is, and they come here and it's a different experience. We're learning what they say too about what they've experienced. So it's a partnership.
It's a partnership.
Yeah. I got a couple of questions before we start touring.
No.
Yeah, let's.
I got to explain my wolves and lambs, Amanda. What? What's your questions?
All right. One of the questions, Wanda asked a good question. Can you put a single dormer over a door? I thought that was a good question at the end. And then somebody said, is that, I think it might have been Dana, would that be considered a salt box something? But she said, no, at the end of the door, can you put a dormer?
I don't know what she means.
Or at the end of a house, maybe. Maybe not even over the door.
Okay.
Can you put a dormer at the end?
That's a dormer.
That's a dormer.
And a dormer is built on the slope of a roof, right?
Okay.
So this is the end of the house. I'm trying to maybe try to figure out what she's saying.
Yeah.
So this is the end of the house. So you're going to take that square and spin it around on the back.
Yeah. Can you do that? How does that work?
I mean, it would just probably look like a double, well, that double dormer. I don't really know what.
So the window would be this way. The window would be there. Yeah, she said, yeah, that's what you mean. Turn that around, and the window would be right there.
Yeah, the only thing is your pitch of your dormer would flow off this way, and then you got the other pitch of the roof going that way.
So people normally don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you got a double dormer here. You could take out that reverse gable right there and put a window in it. You know?
Okay.
Actually, it's kind of about the same thing. So you got to water about your water.
Because it's all going to come right down.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Pitch it downward a bit.
Yeah, you know what would be kind of that too is a hip roof. You'd come off the top and do a hip and two ridges come across. It'd be kind of a different. We did a small hip roof on that Renaissance house, just a little bit. Yeah. I was thinking about doing a hip roof style. That would be.
Amber wanted me to ask about the price, maybe it was, for like the Craftsman compared to the drop axle, something. I guess she asked you that.
I'm glad. There was a lady wanting to know. She said, I want to know how much you pay for your Freedom trailers, and I want to know how much you pay for your low drop axle trailers. She left me a message on my phone, if you're watching.
Okay.
She said, I want to know how much you pay for them, and I want to know why there's a difference in price. Listen, those two trailers is like taking a lemon and a banana. They are not the same. She thinks all you do is throw a $300 drop axle on it and you got the same thing.
Right.
It is not the same trailer.
Right.
It is a massively different trailer.
Right.
We're framing on one down there.
A new Craftsman.
I wish you could, it's already covered up. You can't see it. I don't know if
and
we
the drop
got one.
axles are for Craftsman.
I can put
Here we go.
I can put a drop axle under there for $400. That wheel's going to go up inside there. Now you got a wheel up inside the house. You got to have fenders.
Okay.
All right. It's not just the Craftsman just doesn't have drop axles. See this little here, this right on a drop axle floor system. It's down here, and it's metal. It's steel. All this trailer underneath there is 2 I-beams and floor joists. That's all that trailer is. That's why it's so inexpensive to build these. When you get a drop axle trailer, a Craftsman, our Craftsman trailer, you get the 2 I-beams. Then you get all these, we call these lookouts, and they're welded to the I-beams that stick out. And that trailer is exactly the same width as the house. This trailer is 2 foot narrower than this house.
Yeah.
A Craftsman trailer is exactly the width of the house. So if you got a foot wide house, that trailer is built 10 foot wide.
But it's
these axles right
heaviness of the top, right?
This here, all right, these wheels, this is at a 72 inches, all right? It's 6 foot. No, it's it's 6 foot. At 72, it's a regular axle. But that house is 8 feet. On a Craftsman, if you got a 10-foot steel and then it's lowered, the tongue is different. The I-beams are bigger. Just like Amanda said, it's a heavier home. So you got more iron, and you know what else you got? It's just the trailer. So I think she said, I want to know why it's so much more expensive. Well, you know what? If I add a Craftsman trailer to this house right here, not only am I adding a price to the trailer, but the house is taller. So now I've got more 2x4s, insulation, siding, V-groove, everything. The house is physically that much more that we got to add to it. Just So everybody take your calculators out. You got this home right here is 8 by 28. What's 8 times? All right, let's figure it up. Okay, 8 by 28. 8 times 28 is 224 square feet on the bottom. That pays times $47 a square foot. So this is what Bart will be making. It's $10,528 just labor on that. Now, he's got an extra dormer over there. We're going to add another $1,000 to it, right? Now, it's 47,000. I mean, it was 11,000.
Right.
11,500. Anything else inside there? If he's got cedar shakes, that's more money. It's taking him more time. Anyway, so you're looking at 12. It's probably $13,000, $14,000 when you're said and done, just in labor. All right, just labor. Come over here. Let me show you this one. This one over here is an 8 by 28. This is Amanda and Jackson's house, right? You see that's full 2x4s. That's a full header all the way across. This trailer, there's steel right there. It's not cantilevered. It's not pulled over. That wall is steel. It's a full width trailer. Drop axles. Look at the size of these rims on here. These are 8 lugs. All right, that's a 7,200 pound axle right here. You got 3 of them, so 21,000 pounds it'll haul. You got fenders right here. You got these supports. This is a massive trailer here. That's why it costs more money.
And it's for the weight. Is that the biggest thing? It's the weight.
It's a massive home. I don't have a 7-foot wall here. I got almost a 12-foot wall. Then I've also got a flat roof, and that's why we have to put headers up there and bigger rafters, because if this ever goes to Colorado or Quebec or wherever they've got a 14-foot snow load, it's not going to crush. All that's taken in consideration on these trailers. So that's why there's a $4,000 markup if you want to go from a Freedom to a Craftsman. It's not just a trailer, but it's actually building the house bigger, taller.
So you have to know exactly what you're going to do with your home. What is your intentions of your home? Are you traveling? Are you going to be going somewhere where there's a lot of snow? Things
well,
like that,
Amanda,
right?
For the other 3 people that are going to own this house.
So why? Trailer.
Because it costs more money.
Well, I know that.
Steep it is.
Yeah.
Over here, look how flat. 1 foot 2 inches inside that whole thing. So you got, instead of like this being a small little house, you got this instead of this.
Yeah.
Over here, the roof system, it puts everything on the main floor. Now you can put a couple dormers on here and it gets you upstairs, like you guys know. You can put a dormer on there and it gets you up there for a little bit. Up here, these girls that we're building for, it's got 2 big lofts up there, and it's got a catwalk that connects them. And this is going to be a big old home for them, you know.
Huge.
Yeah. But that's the difference in our Craftsman and our Freedom trailers. I don't have one physically to show you. They're already built on it, you know.
But they will be, like you said, they will be living upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah, big time here, big time. Hey, let me show you the customer I just called to show her this roof system, okay? Kimberly was doing a design on this. Can you guys see the other rafter that's going from the top of that wall to the top of that wall?
Yes.
Kind of, if you get right in there, you can see it. Let me point it out. It might be hard for you guys to see on the screen. All right, so this rafter right here, see this? See how it goes to the floor, to the top plate?
Yeah.
And it goes up to there, right? Okay. Well, when you lay a bed in here, your mattress is going to be about 6 inches. You see how it's going to hit right here?
Oh, yeah.
And then you got to put a floor up inside here. So you're only going to get from here, and your mattress is going to hit your ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, now, this is the only headroom you have. All right?
Yeah.
So what we did is, you can back up a little bit, and I called the homeowner and I said, listen, what if we raise this up just a little bit here? Mm-hmm. Because in the design, it came to here. The drawing is here, everything's here, it's all done, right? It's finished up, and we could just go with it.
Right.
But when Tom and I talked about it, and he said, man, Randy, he said, I don't think they're gonna be happy with that. Mm-hmm. There's so much limited space. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise that up just a little bit for them. And now that mattress can come all the way to here. It gives you just a little bit more room.
Right, exactly.
This is why I never do,
Now, and normally, though, when people have a roof like that or whatever, they're not sleeping up there, but these people
this is
are going to be sleeping up there.
She's doing this house as a gift for her cousin and her daughter. Mm-hmm. So this daughter, the girl and the mom, single mom, are living upstairs. This is their bedroom. And so we want to make sure we give them as much room as they possibly can have.
Right.
So this is probably the least expensive way to give you 2 lofts, right? 2 dormers and 2 lofts. So it's not like a full dormer, and that's why we kind of come up with it. You can actually do a shed roof, and we can do it pretty efficiently. We can do it pretty efficiently because on a dormer, we got a side at both sides, you got valleys, you got metal and all this. Here we just threw the wall up a little high and come across. And we thought we hardly ever do a shed dormer, but in this situation where they need 2 beds and it's a living area, we thought this was probably the most economical way we could actually build this house for them, you know? Yeah. So I wanted to point that out to her because I told her to watch tonight or whenever she could. And so she could see the difference in that roof line, you know? What was really nice, she told me the situation, which I didn't know what was going on. And she said, you know what? I just trust you guys. I want you to do what you think is best for what we need and for the price that we got, you know? So that's really nice of people to say that.
Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Questions?
Well, I hope I'm not stuck. The last thing, see how it is?
Oh, is it stuck?
I've had that for probably about the last minute.
Blurry.
Yeah, but I'm on the Wi-Fi, so we'll see. I just want to make sure.
Moving a little bit there.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So, I'm going to go through all these houses in.
I hope we don't lose signal.
Oh gosh.
We didn't turn the thing off, which I don't know if that would have helped.
Yeah, we didn't yesterday.
Yeah, and Scott's going to help me tomorrow to get the GoPro going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to try to get that going tomorrow.
What? What's he doing?
Something out.
Ace, what are you eating?
He got something out of that trash bag.
And well, it's hard to concentrate here. You know what? Trying to look at him and going on and think about the agenda, what I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Explain the wolves and the lambs thing.
To me, I think a lot of everybody. Even though I'm on my feet and I'm running constantly through here, my little brain just won't see a lot of stuff and how you look at life and all that stuff. But when I thought today in this business, by me reaching out as this partnership, by me exposing everything that I do here, you know, I've come in contact with wolves. You know, I've come in contact with wolves that you know that they will eat you alive because you're bleeding a little bit or you show some vulnerability. And it's weird. It's not, you know, of course, a physical thing, but in business, and so there are wolves, and everybody knows that. But I like to live life not scared of wolves, and I like to invite them in my house, and I like to study them, because I know if I had to, I'll take that wolf down.
Yeah.
I like them to come in that door, because I can smell them as soon as they walk in. So even though I know that's a wolf, I say, come on in here. And that's exactly what I'm doing when I go online here. I know there's wolves watching this, and there's going to be wolves watch this.
Definitely.
Either people are going to try to sue me for what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, or take ideas, or run, or even come in here and try to do something else, and that's fine. Because you know what? I'm ready for everything. Now, people are going to say, oh my God, Randy, you can't be ready for everything. Well, you know what? I think about everything. I think about dying. I think about losing this place. I think about the world. I think about it all. And you know what? I've come to terms with everything because I got peace in how I'm living and who I am. I got peace in it. And I think that's what's a cool journey, that not only do you live a long life, and you can say and complain, oh, I've had terrible life. I've never had this. I've never had that. And there's always somebody that's got a worse story than you. Always.
I'm thinking maybe somebody's calling you to say, hey, you're not on, because I'm not getting
Nope.
any more comments. Okay.
Yeah.
But
No more
we're
comments?
still on.
What do we got to do? Hey, if maybe somebody can text me and tell me
Yeah, tell us if we're on.
because we cannot read any of your comments.
Yeah.
And then,
Have Amber text you.
so, you know, you got wolves, right? And I was just thinking about this thing because I've had so many people come in here, and these partnerships are coming, and people is happening, and there's just so many things that takes in building this business, and to build. Let's see who that was.
Yeah, see what they say.
Amber's trying to call me.
Yeah, ask her what it's doing, because it's stuck. The comments are stuck and everything.
Hey, Amber. Yeah.
Y'all are fine. I'm not seeing, I don't know why you're not seeing comments.
She said we're fine.
And Dana just texted me. She said, you're on, we can see and hear you. It stopped at, look, 'cause
Aw.
it stopped at these comments. So I'm not getting any comments. So
She said a little blurry, but other than that,
okay, good. All
comments
right,
are
so we're
rolling.
good.
Well,
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry.
Dana.
Okay, thanks, Amber.
Okay, I'm just not seeing the comments. I don't know why.
So Wanda Davis said, shut up. I want to see some houses.
She said that yesterday too.
Yeah. Well,
But anyway, the wolves.
yeah. So, and then there's lambs too that come in that door that'll eat you alive, you know, and I've had them too. And so in this business it's real interesting to have all them concepts and people that come in here. We've had lambs by the houses and they'll eat you alive.
True.
And they'll take you out, you know, with a smile.
Yeah.
And to have all those dynamics to me is exciting.
Yeah.
I like that. I like when a wolf comes in there, I like a lamb coming in there acting like they're nothing, or they're a lamb, and you know that they're going to bite harder than a wolf. You know?
Exactly.
So over the years,
They come
I've
in a prettier package.
learned to adapt.
Yes.
And even though they both have their challenges, I think to me that's what gives me the excitement of this company.
Right.
Is to be able to have those, you know, in all different areas. So I'm constantly monitoring. When I meet somebody, I'm completely doing a digital survey of where I stand and what's going on and where we're going with this thing.
Right.
And so in buying these tiny houses, when you all buy these tiny houses, I think a lot of times you might need to know who you are. You know, what kind of person are you? What kind of person do you want to be? And if you're brave enough to change your life.
Right.
And you really got to be brave to buy one of these. I think you got to be brave. And we have, I think, some of the most awesome customers in the world.
I agree.
I've heard from other tiny home builders, and they are stressed to the max. They are absolutely, people, they don't answer their phones. They don't want to talk to anybody, and if you do, they charge you for even talking to them. All right? People have got my cell phone number, and I get calls and texts constantly, and I'm the owner of this place. We built probably 10 times more than most companies. What's he doing now, Amanda?
That is my,
What?
that's my sheet. How did he get that?
Oh, he's been playing with that for a week. What do you got, buddy? Look here.
That's my decor. Read
Was that in your decor room?
That
I
was
don't know
my
how it got out of there.
Ace.
So with the way I look at everything is I know that when it comes to building these and living life, me personally, I come out of the chute knowing I'm not perfect, and I don't need to prove to anybody that I'm anything. You know, I don't need to prove that
Right.
that I'm better or I'm worse or I'm any kind. And everybody's always, you know, you're really worried about your opinion. I mean, your appearance, how you project yourself and all that. And I think with age, it comes with, you just kind of run out of that. But I've met people, I swear I've met people that age didn't matter because they didn't take the time to actually learn
Right.
about who you really are and why you're here.
Right.
Right? And so just because you're older doesn't mean you're wiser
No, not at all.
at all. There's a
Not at
lot of people that are older that they haven't learned no more than what they did when they were 15.
No, exactly.
Right? But I love learning and monitoring and changing. And I think I bring that to this company. is because I want to be better every single day.
Right.
You know, just like these Oregon boys, they're down there. I told them, I said, hey, I want to help you in this and this and this. We want to learn. Tom and I out here, we're actually really dissecting these homes now to a real fine-tuned, because before we got builders, hey, build it this way, we give them concepts and they can go.
Right.
But now because people are learning, just like, you know, my cousin Greg was here and these guys are here and Idaho guys here, we need to fine tune this and specifically tell them this is how we do things. And
Very
it's,
specific.
yeah, and it's helping us do that.
Right.
So in the area of me wanting to learn about my own life and about people that coming out of here and who are the wolves and the lambs and are both predators, and in trying to learn about everything, that's what I bring to this company and everything is because we're never stagnant. I can't be stagnant. You can ask Amanda. I'm never still, not still physically so much, but never still in my mind.
Yeah.
So I've got kind of in a way that I've never satisfied because I always want to do better,
Right.
but it's in a peaceful way.
Right.
I'm not driven crazy by it, but I want to be better at what I do.
Well,
So
and-
if
yeah.
we've made mistakes on your home and we have to do stuff in your home, believe us, it is in us to want to correct those things and be better the next time.
Well, and two, when people come here as well, you know, customers or visitors or whatever like that, you know, when we get involved in the build process, you know, people will say all day long, I'm a patient person, I'm a good-hearted, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, say, oh, I can withstand
Yeah.
this, and I'm talking about employees and things like that as
Yeah.
well. Well, then, how were you really challenged with your patients? Were you really challenged?
Tested.
Were you really tested, or you just thought you were that way? Well, then you get into a situation maybe that where, you know, something about your home or something about your contract or something about the work in here or something like that. How do you handle that situation? So were you patient? Did you really have what you thought you had? You know, are you learning? Did you learn from it and move forward?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people sometimes get surprised at how not patient they are, or how not, I don't know what to, you know what I'm saying? In all kinds of situations. I know we've been challenged.
Yeah. And you know, I know it's a really emotional time for people when they buy these homes.
Yeah.
And I'm really good about a lot of understanding where people are coming from.
Right.
Right? We all are here. We try to. And
Try
sometimes it's hard because we're so deeply invested in this. And I think what Amanda's really trying to say is when you're tested and what we're doing is time frame, hey, the house is not getting done quick enough, or the development's not quick enough, or
Lots of
whatever happens.
challenges, yeah.
I guess what we really want to show you is that we're here never to take a shortcut.
Never.
We're never here to not do what's right. For instance, anything on these houses, anything. I have taken siding down on a house that wasn't performed right. We have added things. If we know that something's wrong, we will make sure it's right. So we never try to just try to slide something under or get away with something, all right?
Exactly.
And that's the part is where I think a lot of the frustration we get is that me personally is I want to perform better.
Sure.
You know, so if something happens, I just want to build your house better. I want to be a bigger builder, better builder. And I'm sorry if this is going on, but I just wanted to, guys, give you all that you may not, if you don't know me and you don't know what's going on,
Right.
but me realizing a lot of the people that are coming in here from out of town, new people that I don't know from Adam,
Right.
and us talking, and I'm able to get this input and this feeling from everybody and what's going on, and I'm talking on the phone with so many people. You know, I'm realizing some stuff about the men here.
Yes.
I'm realizing stuff about the way we build homes. I'm realizing about how we physically work here. All right? I took it for granted because this is just how I live.
Yeah.
This is just how I don't go outside the gate much, you know, because I'm so invested in this thing. So I just wanted to share with you. I thought, this is a great opportunity to be able to tell you all who we really are as a company.
Yeah. And I just want to add to that if there's a wrinkle, if there is something that comes up in your build or in this process of the sales to building your home and getting your home and setting up your home or delivering your home or whatever, don't let things like that get in the way of your joy. Don't let those things steal your tiny house dream. It's still happening. Don't let it say, oh my gosh, the door wasn't right, or the delivery took longer, or it took longer to build, or whatever. Don't let that steal you had planned and stuff. Make it work. Just say, hey, you know what? This one person who I feel like is super positive a lot that I talk with, not you, EJ, and I think EJ's on here, and I just started getting comments again.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just tell them that. It just makes
She
sure
started getting
I
comments.
think they heard me. But EJ's really positive about when something comes her way, she will say, okay, this is happening. This is what it is, and you deal with it, and you try to deal with it the best you can. So don't take it as the water heater didn't work, the floor buckled up, something. Don't see that as the end. See that as that, okay, let me get with the people that can help me to work through this and go forward. It will be better for you mentally and better for us, just better for everyone all around, because we want you to be happy, because it will get there. You'll be happy. It'll get there.
Yeah. It's weird because this is all of our journeys, everybody.
It is. Yeah.
And I know when people buy something from somebody,
Yes.
you think you don't actually see the person you're buying it from. You're buying this and you're thinking, whatever you buy, you don't see the heart behind the people that are building it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I like coming on here. I want to show you who you're buying these homes from.
Yes, right.
Who we are as people. I understand you have every right to fly off the handle and complain and then compliment. And listen, we're not being bombarded by complaints, nothing.
No,
they were just
that's not
talking
why
about
we're
everything.
talking about it, right.
It isn't. This has probably been the greatest week we've had so
been a
far.
good week,
It's been
yeah,
beautiful. Donna out here, Kimberly out here, Barbara and Christine.
Yeah.
They've all got some things we're going to tweak on their homes. They just
gotta
moved
work
in,
on
got out there, and they're still here. And we're doing a punch-out list on them because we put them in their houses ASAP when they got here. Love them. They're patient. They're good. We're doing really good with everything we're doing. But this is what partnerships don't have to do.
Deal with, yes.
And that's why I like, everybody asks me, how can you keep doing this, Randy? How can you sleep in your office? How can you come here and work all day, work 7 days a week? And I worked all week last weekend. The weekend before that I worked.
Right.
And I plan on working on this weekend. I'm probably going to knock out Kim's punch list and Donna's punch list.
Christine, Barbara.
I'll probably do that because everybody is maxed out here.
Yes.
That's fine with me. So I like the aspect of the dynamics of being challenged with your personality, being challenged physically, everything that we do and what happens, right? When the power goes out and you don't have power for 3 and 4 days at your house, you're challenged with your temper and inconvenience and stuff like that. I challenge you to turn off your power during the hottest day. Try to go 2 days right now without any power in your house. Can you survive? And what does it do to your personality? And I always said, the sooner you learn discomfort, deal with it, the sooner you'll be happy.
Yeah.
And it's just a challenge that you do. So anyway, I just wanted, and like I said, it's nothing to do with any of the customers. We're just doing is like, I want you to know who we are as a company.
Yeah.
And we are building your homes because we love doing what we do. And there's never a shortcut purposely taken.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to add something because we're getting ready to look at some houses, but Ryan said the coolest thing. I think it's Ryan Burke was his name. He said, when life gives you wood, build tiny houses. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to send some. So Ryan, you send in.
Man, you want to give something away all the time.
I want to give stuff away all the time. So Ryan, send in your information to info so we can send you something. I just think that is super cool. So it's like, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So if life gives you wood, build tiny houses.
Aw,
that's a great
that is
saying.
cool.
Good for you, Ryan.
That's pretty much what we did.
It is. That's right.
Yeah, my thing is I have always had this hard problem. If anybody in my high school was ever watching me, any of the buddies I went to school with, they would know that I've always had a hard time just having confidence. I don't feel bad about myself. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just a weird confidence of that I don't, you would never know by talking to me, seeing me, watching me or nothing.
Yeah.
But inside my brain, I'm never good enough. And I always want to outperform what I'm doing. And it's tough being me.
It is. You have a tough spot.
Yeah. And, but because of that, I'm not a nervousness. I don't try to control anybody.
No.
I don't have any syndromes where I've got to be
No.
acting like I'm bigger than everybody and acting like that.
No.
This is a war with Randy.
Yes,
It's not a war with
correct.
anyone else,
That's
because
right.
I uplift everybody around me. I love seeing people that are way better than me in everything that I'm talking better looking and stronger and taller and smarter and all that stuff. I absolutely just love meeting people that are just awesome. So I never am challenged that way. My challenge is within my brain. So when I walk out here, I see me, everything that I've got to do for me out here, you know? And so that's what I'm bringing to the table for you as a company.
So you must love working with me, Alyssa, and Amber every day.
Because you torment me constantly.
Let's look at some
You
houses.
remind me. No, let's start right here.
All right, let's go.
I want to show Amanda's house and what they're doing. And I don't mean to leave out, it's Amanda and I think Jackson. All right, and I'm sorry, I always talk to Amanda on the phone.
Yeah.
But it's two ladies. They're just sweet.
Oh,
They're,
is her first name Jackson?
I think so.
Oh, really? That's a great name.
And they're so nice. They've been so patient. They got a big house
Amber
right
said
here.
it's Lauren.
Lauren. Taylor and Lauren.
Why would you call her Jackson?
Lauren, I've just been reading the contract out here, and when I call, it's always Amanda. I got Amanda in my
And that's not her
contacts.
last name either.
Oh, whatever. Where'd I get Jackson?
Amanda and Lauren.
Jackson.
Baby, we've talked
Amanda
about her.
and Lauren.
What's their social
I'm
security
sorry.
numbers?
404-666.
Okay.
But
What size?
and this is a big 8x28 drop axle Craftsman style home.
Wow.
We haven't done one in a while, and this is just fun to do.
Yeah.
It just brings back so many great memories. Yeah, everything in here. This actual door is going to sit back, so the door will actually sit like back here,
Why is that?
right here, because their deck is going to fold up and fold down and be
Oh, I
recessed
see.
inside
Okay.
there, and they're going to have an awning that folds out. They've got a window here, big window here. See that?
Yeah.
And that's the kitchen window over there,
Yeah.
the bathroom. And I'll get the floor plans out, but that's just being framed. You can see it takes longer to frame these just because it's a big
a
house.
lot.
There's a lot to this. There's a lot of weight, a lot of house. This is built exactly like you would build a big old house.
Awesome.
You know? So I wanted to show them and get they're excited about their home. See the big the legs we put in here on the wall, and we
Yeah.
go down and we bolt straight to the axle. The only way you can use those legs is you bolt straight down to the trailer itself.
And there's the wheel well.
And there's the
right?
wheel wells. That's a fender. Yep.
Okay. All right.
So this is Amanda
Yep.
and Lauren. How's that, Amanda?
Oh, wow.
Amanda and Lauren.
They'll be so tickled.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It's Amber's fault we don't have names out here on these houses. I'm going to just say it right now, Amanda.
What's it say? Is it got their name?
No, for this and it does. And I already know this
Well,
one.
the guys move it.
Yeah. And this is a 9x20 home. Amber, hey, ask Amber whose house this is, Amanda. This is so embarrassing. Yeah, and you know what? It's 9x20 gross. G-R-O-S-S.
How did you know that?
Somebody
How
wrote,
did you know
and that's
that?
probably not it,
How did you know that?
because it's written on the tongue.
Because Amber wrote it on the tongue.
Yeah, but that's embarrassing.
Stop it.
That I got to rock all the way around to the tongue of this thing. Now we showed this.
They keep moving the freaking signs.
We showed this yesterday,
We did.
and this is a full bathroom in here. I brought some people in here that have got a restaurant and resort called the Iron Horse, I believe it is,
Iron Horse. Okay.
in Hot Springs, North Carolina, which is
Okay.
only about 20, 30 miles from here. They're buying 2 homes from us. So if you want to go to the Iron Horse in Hot Springs, they got a restaurant and I think an Airbnb.
Nancy's on here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Nancy's.
Nancy. This is an amazing bathroom, as we showed the other night, in a living room. Now we don't want to stay in here because we showed it last night.
and there's
But
her
the
taller.
people that came to wanted, they couldn't believe the difference in the 8 to 9 foot wide.
It's a big, you can tell.
I mean, a big difference.
You can tell.
And I told them, I said, look, Nancy is a very smart lady.
Yeah.
I said, because she listens to Randy Jones.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Here, Nancy.
And Nancy has listened
Listen to
because
this.
Nancy said, you know what? Randy knows what he's
Oh.
talking about. And he wanted me to have a big old living room. and look at the French door. And they said, oh my God, you have a big deck out there? And I said, yeah, and you can put my picture so you can just look at me too.
Oh my gosh.
So you got kitchen, living room, you know.
Oh, you did a pull-up.
Everything. This is a very, they even agree this is a very livable home.
Very.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Nancy, you're a smart lady.
We're out of here.
Why do you reach for my hand? Are you like scared you're going to
So I
fall?
don't fall. What
All right.
do you mean when I reach for your hand?
So you think you're going to fall?
Well, I can't believe you let him have that. Serenity!
Nobody knew where that came from.
That's my decor.
Let's go, Amanda. We got to go. We're going to lose sight so people don't keep moving.
Brother,
Come here.
I'm right here.
All right. This is this called topel?
Topel, that's what we've
Topel.
been saying.
8 by 20 topel.
Aw, too bad
It's-
they don't have a name on this trailer or a size.
And this is Brett building this. So you can see up there, we've got our pre-built rafters, our dormer wall, framed in. What?
Well, I mean,
Bunch of sticks. Man, there's a whole lot of
it's a lot of
Bohonk
stuff.
ciphering going on here.
very much so.
There's a lot here. Okay. Topel. And this one is
Event,
Marjolaine.
event,
Marjolaine.
Isn't it?
Is it?
I thought this one was event.
Yeah, it is. Event. And I had called it Advent.
Well, which is fine.
No, it's not.
Another one not marked. My God.
What are you trying to say, Amanda?
Amber needs to be fired, right?
So we've seen that house. Yes, she needs to be fired.
She does not.
Yep. Over here.
No names because of the spies.
Yeah. We won't put, I don't think she wants her name out there. So it's
Yeah.
BR.
I think we showed it yesterday.
Yeah. This is the Alaskan home. Yep.
Well, probably pack all of them.
Now, let me show you what the progress, because she's going to want to know the progress. Walk around here, Amanda.
Well, let me rub it off.
Come on.
Oh, wait a
We can do that later, Amanda. We're going to lose people. They're not going to want to watch you rubbing off a name. Come on.
Let me show the outside of it.
Ah.
Okay.
Everybody, I'm just waiting on her. You can't hear her.
What's that song, Waiting on a Woman? I can't get through there. Oh, look, I'm in tiny house jail.
I wish.
You're going to think wish.
Get her, Ace.
What are you doing? Getting my toys. Move. My decor.
I can't believe anybody watches these shows.
I can't help it. Okay. Now, what am I looking
Amanda, can you come over here?
What do you want? I'm looking at the house.
That.
Okay.
The cedar shakes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want to show.
Is that what you want
We
to
got
show?
a dormer.
Quit
Yes.
with my ass,
And
man.
that's beautiful. Bart's building this
That
house.
is gorgeous.
Yes.
Quit, honey.
All right, right here, these blocks, this right here,
Yeah.
so it's flat, that's to put a light fixture on.
Yes.
Another one up there. You have to put blocks, you got to drill a hole. So you don't take a block and cut it and then drill a hole through it because it'll spin on, you can't hang on to it.
Okay.
So what he'll do is he'll take a long board, drill a hole, then cut it.
Oh, that's smart.
And you know what? Little things like that, you wouldn't believe how complicated that would be. Nobody would think
and
about it.
something that you said a long time ago that I remember you talking about was that you placing your foot a certain place on the thing, putting your hammer in a certain spot, moving, it just makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Safety too.
It sure does. Yep. This is an old furnace fan. Let me show you this thing. Watch. All right, you guys ready?
I guess.
Watch. Huh?
Did Bart make that?
Well, all it is a motor. You just put it in a box.
Oh my God.
Yep. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Over here we got the DeLeo. This is.
What's going on in the house?
I thought we already did yesterday. You said, we weren't in there yesterday.
Oh, was we? I said that about the other house.
Okay, 10-4. All right.
10-4.
This is an 8 by 28. Now,
We did. He won't move for nothing. Okay.
this is the same.
Yeah, we did me go in this.
Like I did mention last night, again, everybody, I'm seeing our designs with big rooms.
Yes.
I challenge people, and I don't know, because I don't know if anybody's doing this, but I wonder how many tiny homes are having these big rooms.
Yeah.
And all the designs that I've seen, and haven't looked in a while, I don't see tiny homes that have a big living room.
Right.
I've even seen a guy that built a home. I think the house is famous. It's like 16 foot tall. They're never going to move it.
Really?
Yeah, and they don't even have a big living room like this. And his house is 30, 40 foot long.
Really?
This is 28. And look, half of this is one big room
Yes.
right here. So
Wow.
I'm wondering if this is something that's catching on. Are people understanding how much a big room can really make you feel? Even though this is only 8 foot wide, that feels like a great big room.
Well, listen,
with the picture window there.
Well, and two, I've learned just being in this business too, is that there is a difference between people getting a tiny home that are actual minimalists. There are people who are getting tiny homes not with the minimal lifestyle, mentality.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So there is a difference in that, because there's
Yeah.
people that when you see some of these houses, they cram as much stuff as they can to get in there.
Right.
People who are true minimalists, and we don't care who buys a house. We want everybody to get a house. I don't care what your mentality. But true minimalists, they don't have hardly anything. Like, I feel like Pam and
Well, this is why I think when you have a big room like this,
yeah,
I really think it's both why.
that's unheard of.
Yeah. And you still need that big room.
Yes.
Okay, I really think this will make you feel
Yeah.
not so tiny.
Yeah. That's true.
You're not going to get cramped, because you could actually have a lazy boy chair, right here.
Right.
You can watch TV, and you're going to get up. Look, you're going to get out of your chair, and you're going to walk through your tiny house.
Right.
Where a lot of people say, hey, I got a side shuffle. I've got to move this to get to here. They're going to move that back here. They're going to move this to get here, just to get the eggs out of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
They do want to They do want to downsize. Hey. Yes, ma'am?
Hey, what?
You're pointing me out the door.
Yeah, but just talk and walk.
All right, what else you want me to do? Here. Can I show this house? Can I show this now, Amanda?
Randy,
I'm writing mid-thought, and you're saying, get out the door, Randy. Quit talking. Let's go.
walk and talk.
All right, let's go. It's 10 by 20. And this is our maintenance-free
That's
board and batten
beautiful.
siding.
I mean, beautiful.
Yep, 50-year warranty, wood
Beautiful
floors.
color.
And this is one we threw a splash of barnwood trim.
It is pretty.
And when like what we're doing is we're pricing this out across the ridge beam, which we didn't put one up there, but we've got it in these beams and trim and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of folks just say, hey, we just want you to have your artistic fun with it.
Right.
And in here, Will has been laying tile. So this is the investor home that you guys can rent. It's at the
Right.
Blue Canoe in northern Georgia.
That's beautiful.
They've got 8 of our homes. So this is the tile, shower,
Wow, that's beautiful.
sink, and toilet. Now think about it. When you're in a rental home, a lot of times, mostly, they don't put washers and dryers in here,
Right, correct.
which is why I put it, they're only going to be here for 2 days,
That's
right?
true, right?
Yep. So you can save a little bit of money. They always use a little fridge because it's almost like a hotel.
Yeah.
So you don't need a great big fridge, especially if it's only accommodating probably 2 people.
Right.
Right? But still, they love these homes. You still got your range hood, you got your stove top, you got your cabinets, shelves, nice kitchen, and living room. Randy, here we go. Don't miss a lick. Here you go. And then, of course, this is the 8 by 16 Freedom Style home. This is the one I did a model of, and we're trying to duplicate it as much as we can for Miss Barnes. And this is going to Montana.
Right.
What we've done is we've taken the barnwood. This is regular flat log siding. And Jody, we built the house for Jody, and if he's watching, may not be, he's over in South Carolina. Great guy, been in the military all his life, retired from the military. And he actually took chinking and put chinking in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's that stucco that I'm using outside of my research and development home. And it looked really, really cool.
Beautiful.
But this is just a barnwood accenting from the shutters to the boxes to the trim and stuff. So it's been a real popular model for us.
Yeah.
I never thought when I was just throwing it together how people would want that exact same home. So in here,
I'm gonna stand right here so they can see the curve.
it is about ready to be delivered.
Yes.
I lived in this size home for probably 3 or 4 months, and I cooked, and I had a video where I actually cooked on this
Yes.
size kitchen, and it functioned perfectly. I've had
Beautiful.
these shelves here. I didn't have the microwave up here, which is, I had 2 when this is perfect. The reason this mini split's so low is because that's a storage loft, and we can't have it up there.
Right.
As you can see, that ceiling fan, you don't want to crawl up in there until your ceiling fan's turned off.
Right.
All right, but that's for a storage loft.
Right.
So the mini split had to be on this wall here, and in this big window that we got here.
Yeah.
Right? So this is a 8x16 Freedom, 25 grand. I showed some folks today that are investors, their jaw just hit the ground.
Right.
It's a 25 grand for this. A
Yeah.
dormer, tankless water heater, right?
Yeah.
Mini split.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was just, the only thing extra on here was the staining, and that curved right here. So we put this on there
Right.
for.
Seems like it. Something like that. Okay.
Yep, and then over here, we got the one Joseph's building, and the boys from Oregon are building that one there. Let me get this one. I don't have a name on this one, Amber. Where's Amber, Amanda?
She's out here.
Yeah. I don't know why, because I should remember all of them.
Thursby.
I'm in out of here so much.
It's Thursby.
Thursby.
I don't know what size.
It's I think it's 9x22.
Number 22.
Yep.
Okay. Thursby.
Yeah,
She had a sign. She said.
of course. So here's the 9x22 right here, double dormer, and this was kind of neat because we got the same rafters as we did on a Craftsman because it's a double, as you can see both sides.
Yes.
And so we took the rafters and cut them out of a 2x8
Okay.
instead of having our dormer rafters. Now behind you
Now this is Ed Feld.
is Miss Ed Felt,
Yeah, and that's a 9x20.
9x20, and this is a 9x22 here.
Okay.
And this is the one that I'm building with the guys from Portland,
Yes.
and it's going, I mean, I like this is because we're taking each segment step by step and
Yeah.
step by step and watching it and making it work spot on.
Yeah.
So there you go. Miss Ed Felt, there's your home.
And
So-
did we do theirs? I'm not sure. Did we show that one?
I don't think we did. No, we didn't.
We missed that.
Yep. And then we got this one here. This is another 8x16 Hasso.
Hasso, she's got 2.
Hasso. Gina. I should never said that.
I don't think she cares.
And this is yep, this is, let me move this right here. This is an RJO.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to spray foam it tonight.
Okay.
Talk to Jesse. We hope we can get it spray foam so we can keep cranking in here and get this thing done. But we covered the floor. He'll spray foam the inside of this right here. Everything's covered up and going.
Yeah.
And so you can look at it. All right, you see the blue boxes?
Yeah.
And so what we do is we put all our blue boxes up first, and then we run wires to them. Now, when we did this, Greg was here, my cousin, and we did the wiring underneath the floor. All right, everybody, can you see how cool it is to not have very many wires in the walls?
Yes, very nice.
It is really, it's all protected in the floor. So there's hardly anything in the walls. The shower comes out of the floor. This has only got about 18 inches of wall. Then right here, you got your, for your water heater and your toilet.
Right.
I'm liking this whole process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks great. Yeah.
it does. It does.
Beautiful. 2 doors. There's a lot of people doing 2 doors lately.
Yeah.
I like 2 doors in a house.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Exactly. That's right. Now that is all, now just to touch on this, that is just the houses that's in this building.
Right.
That doesn't mean that there's not other active builds.
We got other active builds.
Now, what would be the reason, and I think we talked about this before, if a house was started in here and it's been pulled outside, why?
If it's started and not finished, is because we're waiting on something. Either cabinets need to be built in our cabinet shop, we're waiting something that hasn't been delivered on time, something That's the reason, because we want to finish them before we send them out that door.
Right.
Also, we have builds that are going on that are not here, like EJ. It's over at Kevin's house.
Which we're going to start visiting, right?
And we're going to go to Kevin's house and visit. We're going to go to Zach's house and visit. Now, Zach has no internet and no phone service.
Okay.
So that might be a little difficult to film.
We can video it and then post
Yeah.
it.
So Zach's got one. The Amish partnership, they've actually got 3 up there. You know, they got Miss Jones, they got Miss Stock, and they got Miss Reynolds.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And we're making a trip up there tomorrow. We loaded up the truck, pulled the inventory. We're going to get up there, I think tomorrow, Friday, making a load up there to see them.
Good.
So they're excited, they're cranking, you know, doing what they're doing. I went up there and spent hours with them last week. And also we're going to get them some IT help so we can correspond a little bit better too.
Now, Brenda has a good question. Hi, Brenda. Randy, with the side door going on, will I be able to get the little overhang over the door? So do you get the overhang over every door, or how does that work?
Well, normally we would put one on the end, you know, because it's on the house on it. And if you got a side door, we can put an overhang on it.
It's just extra.
This is the problem. Let me show you this door over here.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on in, guys. You're all right. Come on in here.
Doing fine.
Come on in here. All right. This overhang with the door swinging in,
Yeah.
all right, we're good. But if you can tell that if you put a roof over this and you slope it down,
Yeah.
that door can't swing out. And the screen door is going to hit it. So, because we got this gutter here.
Yeah.
So we don't have a lot of room to put an overhang here. It'll be almost flat when it goes across,
Right.
you know? So that's the problem with putting an overhang over your side door. Now, if you're on the beach and you want your side door to come out as your main door where your car is, then you may have to flip your house around.
Right.
This is what you got to do.
Right.
Then that would put your back door maybe out front. So you got to figure out which is your main door
Which is your main
and what
door?
you want to do.
Okay.
And that goes,
Anyway,
huh?
before they start, can we just do a little taste of what they think about the partnership?
That's what I'm
and-
going to do right now, Amanda.
Well, my God.
My
Randy,
God,
you
give me a
didn't
minute.
say that
Well, I've got to talk about roofs.
about it.
Hey, guys,
Just really quick.
everybody's wanting to know who you guys are. Uh-oh, Amanda. I'm going to get the microphone. All right, let me take it out of here.
Now, there's thousands of people watching this.
Hi.
Yeah, don't get nervous.
Don't get nervous.
Yeah, no pressure.
It's okay.
Yeah, I've already acted like a fool, so you're good. You can't do worse than me. Yeah.
Might surprise you.
Hey, I know you guys.
Oh, Maria just said Joe. You're
Hi,
Joe.
that's me.
Yeah, Maria's a Maria, as Randy would say.
Maria.
Maria's a
Maria.
friend of ours that knows your uncle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
And the one that told you about
yeah,
us.
how we got connected.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
good.
So where are you from, man?
So from Oregon. Yeah, Portland, Oregon.
Born and raised?
So born in Washington, moved down when I was super young.
Okay.
So,
That's your home. You've been there
yeah,
forever.
I've been there, yeah, forever.
Isn't
So,
that something?
It's good. It's a cool place.
Have you been in the military?
I have not been in the military.
Okay.
I almost went, but
Okay.
You
I know
seem
Maria was in.
military acting.
I hear that a
don't you?
lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
You do. Yeah.
Do you get that a lot?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yep. And then you?
Oh, they want to know who the guy in the green is.
Yeah, who's this guy?
Not that they don't want to know you, but I'm just
It's
saying.
Who are you, man?
Anthony?
Anthony. I went into their apartment today. They slept in this a little bit.
Randy, don't tell that.
He was all curled up. I thought he was going to throw a beer can at me, man, and open that door. Anthony?
Yeah.
All right. And you're from Portland, too?
Almsville, small town. It's more south, I guess.
Okay.
Just small town.
So who are you? What are you? Like, what's
What
the deal
are
with you?
you?
I don't know.
How long you known
I'm
this
shy.
guy?
I'm the-
You're shy.
I don't
How
wanna
long
be-
you known him?
Like 2 years, roughly. Yeah.
So what do you do back home?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, what do? You get up in the morning and you just sit on the porch all day, or what do you do?
No. I don't know. Work and then ride motorcycles, stuff like that.
Dirt
Very good.
motocross?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Competitively?
No, just for fun.
Hanging out?
And then I hunt and fish and all that kind of stuff. So,
Nice. Okay, so you're an outdoors guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now,
Isn't
you
that
married,
cool?
got kids? What's your
Yeah,
situation?
come on. We got to know.
I
Everybody
got
want to
2
know.
kids.
Got two. Oh, yay. What's their ages?
7 and 2.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Well, my daughter's 2 on the 27th.
Oh, my
Aw,
God. That's so
of this
cute.
month?
Yeah.
Aw, cool, man.
Good. So do you two work together?
We do.
Okay, so what do you have going on? Because do you have a company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do a lot of like residential remodeling, and we're doing kind of everything. We try to be like a one-stop shop for all kind of realtors. Usually during a house transaction, they have an inspection, and then we come in and we do a lot of the repairs and stuff. So we try to kind of be that one-stop, handle whatever you need, sub out whatever we don't do.
Realtors love that.
Yeah, it works
They
out
love it.
because they don't want to have to contact 10 different people and their emails flying, phone
great.
calls. So yeah, it works out. So it's good. We've been
So you know a
definitely
little
staying
bit
busy.
about everything, like plumbing and the building,
Yeah, we
carpentry.
kind of. That's the thing is we kind of do all of it, but I wouldn't say that we're experts really at any of it. So we're kind. It's kind of nice to come in here and kind of learn a little bit from your guys and build some stuff up, and it's cool.
Oh, that's
We're
great.
excited about it.
And how in the world did you get into that business?
I don't really know. I was doing engineering for an HVAC company for a long time, and I felt like I could just do more stuff. I wasn't busy enough, and ended up roofing one of my houses and doing it all wrong. And one of my neighbors came over after day like 7 or something. And he's
Randy,
like,
quick. Yeah, I'm green. Just
Yeah.
maybe get it closer to
I'm
me.
good.
oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'll get a little closer.
So you roofed your house?
Roofed my house. Yeah, and
Right.
I did it kind of by myself. I had a friend come over and help, but
Yeah.
then my neighbor happened to actually be a roofer. Came over and he's like, "Gosh, watching you guys do this for 7 days, like, let me just help you out." So yeah, he came over, knocked it out, and after I saw him do that, I was like, "Well, shoot, I can do that." So
That's cool.
then we started learning it. Next thing you know, I get a partner, and we start building stuff up. And
So you started doing roofs and stuff?
So we started with roofing, and then we branched out into siding, and then it went into
So you just like
plumbing,
found out you like
electrical.
working.
I just like
physically.
working. Yeah, I
It's a
like doing
tad
stuff.
closer, Randy.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that
Perfect.
raspy voice.
got
Yeah.
that raspy, quiet
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah. I'll be darned. And then so it just turned into getting to know more tradesmen and being able to handle more work for your realtors, right?
Right, and then it just became networking, so we just started working with a lot of subs, a lot of the contractors. Next thing you know, we're
Oh,
all
yeah.
teaming up and doing decent volume.
Wow.
It's pretty,
Takes a lot of work and you got to be aggressive to get into
so much energy, yeah.
that. Energy,
absolutely.
that's it. I
Now,
mean, you
what's
got,
it like being, so what I'm curious about, and I'm sure they are too,
Mm-hmm.
what's it been like coming here? Is it what you expected? Is it different? What's it been since you've been here since what, Monday?
Yeah,
This is
so
third
we've
day.
Yeah,
just been
third
here
day.
3 days, but this is way more tailored, I think, to my skill set because production is kind of that's my background a little bit more. So
Right.
I feel like the last couple of years of doing all this stuff has prepared me to be able to do something like this. So I wouldn't have a couple of years ago. There's no way I'd be able to do, any of this stuff.
well,
So it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'd say it's mostly what.
cool.
yeah.
We're not going to talk to him, man. They just want to look
I
at
don't,
him.
listen, if I
They
just
just
sit
wanna
there,
look at
y'all
him.
go ahead and talk.
Here he
Y'all
goes.
just go ahead, so. They're like, the guy in the tank top, the green, it's like, they said, ladies, calm down,
That's
calm
funny.
down.
Aw.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be able to walk out.
You are an engineer, you said, right?
Yeah.
You went to
Yeah.
school,
Yep.
college, the whole deal? Good.
Yeah.
All right.
So mine's in industrial manufacturing engineering, so it's all about
Well,
production based and
awesome,
throughput
man.
and all that. So
You're
I mean,
the
it's
second
like
one to do that,
Just
yeah.
tailored to this kind of production, so it's cool.
So I bet you're thinking already when I get home.
Oh, my mind's going crazy
yeah.
right now.
This is what I can do. We can do
My mind's
together.
going crazy right now. So yeah,
Good.
I'm excited.
Good. And I was telling these guys, the guy came in today from Sacramento, and you, and it's just like, we're going to tell you you'll know how to build these things. But when you go back home, man, I love it. You can create your own thing and how you really want to process all this stuff. Like we talked about, you can have somebody build the floors and plumbing, have guys framing, or you can take from the ground up, cruise it, what I did. I did it in a way that I wanted everybody to go from the very bare to the end, and it's hard because it's hard to find somebody that can do everything.
Right. There's a
You
lot
know,
going on.
And it slowed down our production in that end. But I don't know, I always had this thing, I'd hate to be the guy that all I do is frame all day,
Right.
But there are people that want to do the same thing
Right.
over and over and over. How you guys make it back home and how we work it, it's really up to you guys. As long as the end product turns out the way it is,
Yeah.
it's good. This is really for what I'm doing, and we're doing this partnership, it's vulnerable, man. I'm having you guys come that I don't know you. We're building a relationship,
Absolutely.
building homes, and then having all these other people coming in here and then trying to keep everybody safe, that they know that their homes are going to be built just as well as they were here. There's a lot of communication we got to do, and I want to just, it's a big deal because this is our whole life, and we're giving it to you,
Absolutely.
and you want to make it awesome too, So there's a lot you
Well,
will.
we're gonna run with it.
I could tell talking on the phone with him.
Yes, right.
You can just tell when you're on the phone, his energy level, his interest, just the way he was talking, that I felt like I really wanted him here to be a part of it. You know, I don't know about him at all. I don't know if he should even be here. Okay. But
Think about leaving him here. So
yeah, leave him here. Should be a Tennessee boy. That's right. That's right. So, but like today, the guy that came by today, he's same way, remodel and builds, and he's done stuff in Vegas and big high rises and remodels and stuff. It's
Right.
kind of neat meeting these guys. They say the same thing you did. I am stressed and maxed
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want, he said, man, how many times have I been to Home Depot? He said,
Yeah, right.
good, I don't want to go
I
again.
live there.
Yeah, you live
I
there.
walk in, everybody's, hey Joey, how's it going? I'm like, man, you guys shouldn't know me this well.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I was the
Right.
same thing at Lowe's when I started this. And I told him, I said, I want to get to where I don't ever walk in this store
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
As soon as you go in the store, you're losing money.
That's true.
You're losing time, man.
Yep.
And I was like, so you won't have to do that when we get this going.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Isn't that cool? You stay one place,
the many
work all day,
perks.
and you
Yeah.
can leave it and go home
Yep.
and come back and it's
And
there.
that's, and it's not, like we've said before, it's not selling. We hand the contracts to you that's, you know, and you don't have to be out there. You don't have to worry about that. You can focus on building,
Yeah.
doing the house, and it just goes from there. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be really nice.
and he knows to take pictures and videos and get on co-construct and do all this
Yes.
stuff and keep contact with the homeowner. You're not stressed. You're like, all right, let me do this. I'm gonna make sure she's good. Everything's fine. Click.
If
We're
anything,
good.
it's gonna alleviate the stress because then you're in
Yeah.
communication.
You're in
They
communication.
know what's going on. You know what's going on. Everybody knows. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quality, isn't it? And that
Yeah.
quality, that's what I'm talking about right there.
exactly.
So you guys just keep watching what we're doing, and we're going to bring you more people that are like this, that we want to build this company on. And like I told them earlier about my personality and how I want to build it, when it comes down to it, we don't take shortcuts to get anywhere because
Right.
they'll bite you in the butt. I don't care if I got to tear the whole side of a house out to redo it. I'm going to do it to make sure it's done right.
Right.
And you know, I know you're like that, and a lot of men that are coming in here are the same way, you know. But the more we're smart about what we do and that never happen, you know, and that's what we want, like your processes. You want to get this down to where there's no guessing at nothing,
Right.
you know.
That's
So
what I'm shooting for.
Okay, well, thank you. I know we tied you all up. Thank you very much.
yeah, good. Right out here, look at that dog, Amanda. Go ahead, make it. You're good, man. Yep.
Look at you. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that cool?
Randy,
Hey.
all the ladies said, what have they been talking about for the last 15?
Side of us, I love what I do. I love talking to you all that I'm doing in a day.
Yeah.
And all the ins and outs and the good and the bad. And I want to be entertaining to you guys, and I want to really make
Let me
you
see
have
if
fun.
this is hold on. Let me see. Okay, now let's try that.
What was we spinning?
Yeah, some people, about 3 or 4 was.
Yeah. So, you know, and starting and stopping talking and having to deal with Amanda is hard.
Whatever.
It's hard interrupting your
I make
train
it
of thought,
so easy
your
for
train of thought
you.
and everything.
So
But
easy.
I do have to admit, all right, Amanda being here is such, you guys can tell the difference when she's not here, how it's hard for me to keep that flow unless I'm talking about pure business. If I'm talking about just business, just building, I'm good and spot on because I don't, you know, just put it on a tripod.
Right.
But Amanda brings in that spark of life, all right, that entertaining factor with her annoying voice, and it makes you, it helps us engage more.
Yeah.
And she brings out that female aspect that I need to really bring out for you guys to look at things, right?
Yeah.
So I know you all love
Thank
her.
you. That's sweet of you.
No, it's not. I
what
know
do you want?
I know you guys really love her being on here. Now there's some people that hate her and hate me, and I don't
They
care.
do.
Yes, but now it's comical.
Yeah, it is.
You know the reason why it's comical is because now we feel like we're proud of what we've done and what we've
Yeah.
established. We're so happy with the people that are here,
We
that are
are.
working for us, and
Yeah.
there's so many positive things about what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, we got some awesome people living right here. They're watching us maybe outside and inside their windows, and we're just glad they're here. They're all living temporary, dealing with all this stuff, and we're just on the brink of everything
I
happening.
know, and we've
you
worked
know?
so hard from the backyard, even before the backyard. There's been some hard living. Randy and I have had some hard living, And it's only been a few years, but man, it feels like it's been 20 years. I mean, it feels like an uphill fight for the last 20 years, don't it? It's been rough.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And I don't know why my life does this, but and Amanda will tell you, I told her when I met her,
Yeah.
I said, listen, I said, I don't know why my life is like this, but I said, for every year with me, you will think it's 5.
You told me that.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Has that not felt like that?
It has been at 100% accurate, and something major, if not more than one thing major, happened
Every year.
Every year that I've known him, and it'll be 20 years this year.
Major.
Yeah.
Either catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Usually it's catastrophe.
And normally, yeah.
Major stuff that happens.
Man, major.
Yeah. But I don't know. I try to live not big. I just try to live.
To live, yeah.
And I try not to turn anything into fear, and I try to take it on. And I really don't think about stuff. I just like, let's just live. Let's go. We got to make it, and let's not cry and complain about it.
That's right.
Let's make it happen.
And Brenda just said, Travis is like, what does he want? And Brenda said, I think he's wanting some more soup made.
God, I'd love to have some soup.
I knew.
You know what she does? She'll make me some soup. Oh, I'm going to make you soup every week. I get one bowl, and about 6 months later, I get another. Amanda has never done one thing consistently.
No,
like
never.
Nothing. The only
Never.
thing she does is maybe shower, right?
It's iffy,
Let's see it. Yeah.
But I talk consistently. I'll do that.
Hey, what's your Indian name?
Oh, will you go get my book? It's on top of that thing. I
Yeah.
don't want to lose signal.
What's your Indian name?
I'll tell. Wait a sec. When you come back out, I'll tell them.
How do you say that last name? David?
I'm not sure. Okay. Here, I'll show it. I'm gonna
Oh,
show
yeah, cool.
I know. I know.
Nice.
I'm so proud of this. I just want to show it. This guy right here, this one, right there, that is my very dear and one of my oldest friends that I grew up with, and his name White Buffalo. Of course, he had a different name. He had a American name growing up and stuff. Where I live, a lot of you guys have seen where I live if you're on my Facebook and stuff. Right down my driveway, you go across the railroad, and at the corner right there, that's where White Buffalo, his dad and mom lived. And I lived over there as a teenager, not like really lived there, but I was over there every day. His mom was absolutely wonderful. She's still living, but was wonderful to me because we sat and we gossiped about everybody in the whole road junction out there, okay? His dad sat on the porch and stuff. His dad was a full-blooded Indian. White Buffalo, he wants to be called his name now because he's really, in the last 10, 15 years, has really took on the culture, learned more about it, did the test for the lineage and stuff. It was very expensive and really has delved into his Native American roots, okay? Because he's like 3/4 Indian. Great friend of mine, absolutely love him. He sent me this. He made this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he made that for you?
He made that, and he sent it to me Monday. I guess he sent it out Monday, and I got it yesterday.
That's cool.
And I just wanted to show it. I'm very proud of him. I'm proud that he's took on his heritage. This right here is his uncle. This is Stone Wolf. If I'm not mistaken, Stone Wolf was in Dances with Wolves, okay?
Oh, yeah?
In the movie years ago. But now Stone Wolf unfortunately passed away last year. So he
did?
Yeah, he passed away.
Aw.
It's very sad. But Stone Wolf's son, who is Gray Wolf, I think that's his name, is continuing on for him because they do a lot of, they'll go to the schools to teach the kids and stuff like that. And I cannot remember White Buffalo's tribe. I never can remember it to pronounce it, but I think it's a part of Cherokee. Anyway, they asked them to be on this cover. They didn't write this book. This David I don't know how you say that, chalice or whatever, but they took their picture and put it on there. All of them signed this, all the family, the tribe signed one for me and my brother because he's best friends with my brother too, and we all grew up together, and I just love him and I'm proud of him, and he made that for me, and I just kind of wanted to show everybody that, you know, when we were kids, I never once ever, Larry was always dark skinned and everything, and us as kids, we never seen him as different, never, not one time, and to grow up around him, and then for him to take this on and teach us more, and you know, take on his Indian name, and you know, that's chosen through his tribe. I don't know if that's through all the Native Americans, but through his tribe, they name you. So he went through that whole process and they named him. Now, Larry, his name used to be Larry, but it's White Buffalo. But White Buffalo named me, but it's just for fun. But he called me Many Voices.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was nice of him. But it's really, his daughter looks just like him. She's as dark as him, beautiful, just a stunning girl. And he's got a couple of grandkids, but I'm very proud of him. He's got a wife, very proud of him, and tickled for him that he's involved in this. But it's just, I just wanted to share that with everybody. You know, I don't know how many Native Americans watch us. I know that we have Nathan who's here. The guy that came from Sacramento today, they
Ron's
are Native
Pomo
American.
Indian. He's Pomo.
And
Nathan's Cherokee.
you know, I just love hearing about it. So anyway, but Larry and his tribe, it's a small tribe now, and to keep on teaching and informing and going to the schools and not let this die down. So this is just, it's something very important, and I'm just tickled to death that White Buffaloes took this on, and he knows more about himself and his whole tribe. So, well, I just wanted to share that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Now, and he didn't write that book, right?
No, they did not. No, they did not write that book.
They could probably get this maybe somewhere.
I'm not
sure. They wanted to buy it.
But this one's to my brother, and then they all signed one for me too, and I picked up the wrong one, but.
Look, Arapaho proverb.
Yeah.
When we show our respect.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Ron is a Pomo Indian out of the great northwest of the United States.
Okay.
And he said that, I didn't know this, but the Indian Nation, you know, they have an actual national Indian Nation group. I forgot what they call it.
Okay.
Yeah. Indians do not own their land. Their reservations.
Okay.
That they wasn't given to them.
Oh, okay.
The government owns their reservations.
Still.
Yeah, they
I
don't
didn't know
own
that.
land. They don't.
Okay.
They don't have a title or deed to their property.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. So they reside on land that's not theirs. It's from the it's United States property.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only race of people that have been that's been done to.
Okay.
Isn't that something?
That's great.
But I was sharing with him some of my ideas of development and building and stuff like that. And you guys know I've said this, gosh, probably over a year ago, that it would be neat to reach out to certain groups of people in America, from the Native Americans, maybe even the inner city,
Right.
and some other places to learn how to build these homes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know, what we're teaching our
Yes.
visually with video and with what we're doing, and maybe even make a curriculum up.
Yeah.
When I'm done with this partnership and we've got it down, that's going to open the doors for me to teach now to people that are not so experienced.
Right.
If we choose to do that and go back to our workshops and help people learn.
Right.
Native Americans are another one that, you know, hey, they need to have pride in what they do, just like all us. And when, you know, you wonder, well, hey, that happened 200 years ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, things carry on.
They do.
You know, the sins of our fathers sometimes takes 3 generations to take away.
Right.
And if those things never die down and are reminded constantly through socialization and never changes, then that whole feeling stays with generation after generation. So it's really cool. It's a time to stop things, and it's time to change things and change that mindset of what we have. Just like Amanda said, she never knew he was any different than anybody else.
Never.
Even though he looked different,
we
never even thought about it.
Native American anything.
White
as
Buffalo
kids.
was Larry.
Well, it was Larry. I mean, it was cool, and he was at our house. We was always at his house, and
Never thought of it.
But that just shows how kids, you just can't judge a book by its cover, and everybody needs to love everybody and stuff. That's just,
Yeah.
kids are so innocent and loving, and they just want to have friends. And
I think that's why you smile when you
and be
see a baby.
accepted. Exactly.
And when you see a puppy, you know, you
Oh.
smile because you see that innocence.
Yeah.
And it's just cool,
And
man.
a lot of people on here are telling how they're part Native American and things like that. And Laura right here, I don't know if her daughter and her granddaughter are still here, but they were visiting yesterday. But she said she's Oneida. Is that what it is? Oneida in Cherokee, or I can't remember what she said now. She's part Oneida, she said.
Wow.
But yeah, a lot of people, I just thought that was cool. So, and
Yeah.
everybody seems to enjoy that. So, and I'm glad everybody's sharing too. They're sharing what part they are, or what tribe that they're in.
It's
so
a real proud thing. When I was a kid, God, I wish you could see me.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I wanted to be an Indian, right?
Yeah.
So I wore the thing that folds down. It had me a belt and put me a rag through in here around my legs.
Yeah.
Barefoot everywhere, and I had a headband, and
So cool.
I wanted to be, because I was like, Jim Thorpe was an American Indian.
Yes.
And Jim Thorpe
Yeah.
was a, Olympian champion.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, I wanted to, he was like, Indians are the fastest, the strongest, or everything.
That's
And I wanted to
awesome.
be an Indian, and I never knew anything until I got older, and I'm like, well, how come they don't have so much pride in who they are?
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
God, they were the first ones here.
Yeah.
It's like, God, how much pride you would love to, and everybody wants to brag, like you're doing, everybody wants to brag, oh, I got, I'm quarter Indian. I'm an eighth Indian.
Yeah.
I'm like a teaspoon only because I'm around them.
Teaspoon.
I'm only an Indian because they're around me, that's all. How about
That's funny. Well, it's funny. I want to tell something just really quick, okay? My mom said, because apparently my last name is Hayes and I'm Irish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My mom said the funniest thing. Of course, she's passed away 7 years ago and stuff, but she said this about my dad. I've never had in my life, before I met Randy, men that worked. They're just they're nice people. They're nice men, but they're kind of lazy, And my mom said, I said, I wonder why the Hayeses left Ireland and come over here to America. And my mom said, well, they probably offered them a job and they left. And that was quite accurate, though. But anyway, so it was kind of funny. But yeah, but I'm Irish, so I want to delve into that and kind of find out some more stuff about me.
Why don't you go get your little DNA
Well,
fixed
maybe I will.
I don't know.
But anyway, we should all embrace who we are, take pride in who we are, and respect others for who they are.
That's
so
right.
Let's all just kind of learn from that. So
That's right. The stress of life, like we talked earlier, man, it can be tough. So don't be a wolf and don't be a sheep. Don't be a
Yeah.
predator.
yeah, don't be a predator.
Yeah, that's all. And you know who you are.
you
know who you are.
When the kids, whenever they were little, I would say one of them, like if I was hollering at Justin, it would be Seth. Seth would be like, I'm Seth. I'm like, you know who you are.
That's right.
I'm yelling at you and you know who you are. So don't be correcting me.
Good God.
Oh.
Amanda, you're just on it.
Oh, I tell you what. All right.
Yeah. I get done with the show. I know I'm like, I can't go back and watch or think about it because I feel like, why did I say what I said?
Well, what'd you say?
Why did I
wrong?
bring up anything that I talked about? You know
You
what?
did a great job.
That's why I just turn it off, and I'm glad that I was able to bring you guys. We love what we do. We couldn't do it without you.
No.
Please
love
spread
it.
the word about our company and who we
Yeah.
are, and we do this every single day.
We've been on 90 minutes?
Talking.
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed for some. Okay, there you go. Oh, and also Travis said this book's on there for $9.95.
Really?
Well, I'll be on Amazon. Thank you for looking that up, Travis. Well, how nice.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'll tell White Buffalo tonight that, we told I didn't ask him first. I probably should have, but anyway. All right, let's go.
Cool. All right, everybody.
I'm hungry.
Have a great night. We're out of here. I'm gonna go check on my boys.
Okay.
All right. See ya.